What is going on, F Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and today we're going to do part 2 of why you will never lose weight and transition into what I believe is the more important scenario, why you will never keep that weight loss off. I decided to make this a 2-part video because in reality, at a basic level, these are the two most polarizing things that keep people from reaching their goals. Now, without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and break it down in this video. Stay tuned. Now, quickly before we start, I do want to thank the sponsor of this video, Built Bar. Because as I said, the most important thing that's on your plate, especially when it comes to burning body fat, losing weight, is protein. As that carries the highest thermic effect, almost 30% of the calories that you intake from protein are used to actually metabolize the food. So if you eat 100 calories of protein, your net calorie intake in terms of the calorie balance is actually 70 calories that you don't get from carbohydrates or even fats. Not to mention all of the other applicable effects of protein that help you build muscle and create that lean tissue that helps increase your metabolic rate. And the reason that you cannot go wrong with Built Bar is because they have so many different flavors. They have good protein content, a good fiber content, and they actually taste good, which is the most phenomenal thing if you ask me about a protein bar. They have so many flavors, but this cookies and cream is undoubtedly my favorite. I've tried so many of them. They're all pretty decent. The peanut butter one is really good, but cookies and cream is just where it's at. The link will be down in the description if you want to purchase yours, and don't forget to put the promo code FLEDGE20 so you can get 20% off your order and you also support this channel. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the video. You can argue that what I'm about to talk about now is really the actual issue because most people, believe it or not, based off of the data that we have, based off of questionnaires and observational studies, most people can actually create some level of success when it comes to weight loss. Now, some people can't, but some people can. The thing that is the most critical part, though, is the sustained element of that weight loss. How long do they actually hold off until they gain that weight back? And I'm gonna tell you right now, most people don't last a year or even a few months into the initial weight loss. So the biggest problem is not so much a weight loss problem, but a weight regain problem. That's the main issue that we have, especially when it comes to the United States specifically. Now, the key issue and the key element to why weight is regained is rooted in the seed that you plant from the moment you start whatever diet protocol that you are looking to do or that you've selected. Because that diet protocol, if it's incredibly efficient, you may stick to it because for some reason people prioritize the faster result over the longer lasting result. People just want to get there and they don't care what happens after they get there. And many people are actually delusional enough to believe that what they're doing now isn't that bad, and they must have done something in the past that got them to a certain weight, but they're not doing anything crazy right now and they like their lifestyle, so they'll just do a diet to get them to a certain weight so that they can go back to what they're doing now. Let me tell you right off the jump, your body does not work like that. Your body does not gain weight and then say, man, if she or he was eating this way and she had less weight on her, I swear, man, I would just keep the weight that she has on her and won't even gain 1 single pound. I promise you, it does not work that way. The more weight you lose, the more calories have to be burned for more weight to be lost, and even the more calories have to be burned for you to sustain the weight that you're currently at. If you are staying at a specific weight and you're not going up or down or anything, that means that you are eating to sustain that amount of weight that you currently have. So do not trick yourself to believe that all you got to do is hit this diet. Once you get to your weight, go back to what you're doing and you'll be A-okay. That is a false understanding of how biology works, especially when it comes to fat loss. Going back to that will literally bring you back to where you were before. And that's one of the reasons why people fall back and gain all the weight. And also what comes with it is the confusion of thinking that that kind of plan would work. The issue with many people is that they try to use a certain level of common sense with a complex system like your human biology. You cannot just use common sense. I had somebody in the comment section tell me, hey, there's no such thing as fat cells. Fats are just, accumulated clunks of sugar and energy and food that just clump up and then they burn out and come out of your body, and that's it. There's no such thing as fat cells. Guys, this is what happens when you just kind of go based off of testing what the wind is as opposed to understanding the science of these things. Fat are not just clumps that are hanging around doing whatever they want. They're actually fat cells that are called adipocytes that house the fatty acids, the triglycerides, that then get broken up to fuel energy sources in your body that require it. So if different parts of your body require, if your brain requires it, it will send that. It will break it up and send it through the bloodstream. And then that fat cell does not go away. The fat cell simply shrinks and waits to be refilled. Now, why are certain parts of your body harder to burn than other parts? Is because we have different types of fat cells. We have beta fat cells and alpha fat cells. Alpha fat cells are the ones that are around your face, around your arms, and are easier to burn. So your body normally takes from those things first. If you notice, usually when you lose weight, you'll lose weight in those parts, and you'll take a long time to lose weight in something like your thighs or your stomach. But when you regain weight, you'll regain weight quickly in your thighs and your stomach, and also you'll start filling out your face and your arms after the fact. So they're the last to go and the first to return. And that's just how it works. It's science, guys. And I say all of that to say this. Stop trying to bank on what you think the common sense logic of weight loss and weight gain is, because it is much deeper and much more complex than what you think. Yes, somebody can tell you calories in and calories out. That's all that matters. But if you don't know the nuances of all of those things, then you will get disillusioned or lose interest in trying when you see that your stomach isn't going away. But not really understanding hey, you lost weight in your face, you lost weight in your arms. Stop only hyper-focusing on one part of your body and thinking that you're not losing weight. So now that you guys understand that there's science behind these things that matter, now you have to understand why that root problem of weight regain needs to be corrected before you even start your diet protocol. You must pick something that gives you a higher percentage of a success rate in terms of continuing the protocol. For me, it was intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting was easy for me to stick to for the long term. Are there days of exception? Yes, like any other diet. If somebody picks this diet for years and that's the one that they want to do, are they going to have days that are exceptions to the rule? Yes, but their rule is doing that specific diet or eating in that specific way so that they could sustain whatever weight loss that they achieved. And then comes the habit building aspect. You need to get over that hump before you actually start building the habits for maintaining weight loss. Here's the ultimate silver lining. I'm gonna end the video with this, guys. The ultimate silver lining is that when you build a new habit, it'll be very easy for you to sustain weight loss. The issue is that most people don't get to that point. They just don't, because they regain their weight before they even get there. You have to keep in mind that you are fighting years of habits that you've built to get to the weight that you got to. That happened incrementally, slowly, and for years. Do not think that 3 months versus multi-year of doing one thing is going to be enough for your body to completely adjust and readjust itself to the new lifestyle. Your body's constantly going to be pulling and tugging at you mentally, hormonally, physically, making you do less, to conserve more energy, doing so much to keep you from actually sustaining the goal that you've reached. So you must prepare yourself with the best possible arsenal. That means ensuring that you're doing resistance training to keep your metabolic rate as active as possible. Ensuring that you're also doing cardio workouts for the afterburn effect and for the cardiometabolic health increase that helps you in actually maintaining weight loss. And the most important thing, picking the system, the health system, the eating system or lifestyle that will be easiest for you, that you feel that you could easily do. Not something that will get you the results fast, but something that you can easily do. Because if you hold on for a year, 2 years, you will then be in that transitionary period where you are now in a new habit that your body can easily sustain. And it'll keep you from regaining the weight that you had before. Hopefully this video has helped you guys, and of course I want to thank my patrons for my Patreon. I'm going to go ahead and put their names right up here. And as always, guys, I'll see you on Wednesday for another FAQ. Peace!